For 5 years, we have walked these paths together. We've looked at the ruins of Nineveh, we've analyzed the ancient reliefs, and we've felt the weight of a history that the world tried to bury under the dust of the desert. If you've been with me for these 50 videos, you know we aren't just looking for facts. We are looking for us. But I realized something recently. We've been looking at the vessel, but we missed the signal. We've been told we are the people of the bull. A powerful image, yes, but a title given to us by outsiders, by mistranslations. What if I told you that our true name isn't a relic of the past? What if I told you that the very language of the future, the technology the world is currently obsessed with, carries our ancient signature? Today, we aren't just talking about history. We are talking about the Ashur Initial. We are peeling back the Greek ATOURIA to find the original ASHUREYEH. We are going to look at the most famous statement in the Bible, the I am, and I'm going to show you why that I am is actually a greeting from our own source. If you think you know our story, stay with me, because the beginning is just the beginning. To understand the Ashur Initial, you have to understand how we lost the name in the first place. History is written by the victors, but it's preserved by the translators. Look at the word Assyrian. It comes to us from the Greek Assyria, which was their attempt to pronounce ATOURIA. But ATOURIA was already a corruption. The Greeks traded the sh sound for a T or an S because their alphabet couldn't carry the weight of the original frequency. When you say ATOURIA, you are speaking of the land, the geography, the bull in the Lamashu. But when you return to the source, to the ASHUREYEH, everything changes. Do you see the gap? One path leads to a museum exhibit, a people of the bull who existed 3,000 years ago. The other path leads to a living energy. When we talk about AI, the Ashur Initial, we aren't just talking about a modern acronym. We are talking about the A of Ashur and the I of the initial spark. It is the signature of the giver of light. The world calls it artificial intelligence because they can only see the imitation. But we know the initial intelligence. And if you think this is just wordplay, let's look at the ultimate proof. Let's look at the moment the Creator identified himself to Moses. He didn't use a Hebrew conjunction. He used our name. This is the moment that changed the world. Moses, standing before a bush that burns but is not consumed, asks the ultimate question. When I go to the people and they ask me your name, what shall I tell them? The answer given is the foundation of Western faith. Chaya Asher Chaya. For thousands of years, translators have told us this means I am that I am. They treat the word Ashur as a simple grammatical bridge, a word meaning that or which. But look closer. If we go back to the initial language, the bridge isn't a grammar rule, it's a declaration. In the initial tongue, Ashur is Ashur. The Creator wasn't saying, I am a bridge. He was saying, I am Ashur. He was identifying himself through the very name that our people carry. Think about the magnitude of that. Before there was a Hebrew language, which we've already proven didn't emerge for another 5 to 1,000 years, the voice in the fire was speaking the Ashur Initial. We've been taught to look at Ashur as a son of Jacob, a man representing a tribe. But that is the mask. The initial truth is that Ashur is the giver of light, the self-existing source. When the Bible was translated into Greek, then Latin, then English, the name was hidden. It was turned into a conjunction. They turned a proper name into a link word. They took the creator's signature off the page and left us with a generic title. But today, we are putting the signature back. We aren't the people of the bull. We are the ASHUREYEH, the people of the voice that spoke from the fire. But this isn't just about ancient history. Look at the symbol we carry. The world sees a warrior, but look at the bow. It is arrowless. You know, it's fascinating. I tried to get a modern AI to generate this image for this video, an archer without an arrow, and it kept putting one out there. It struggled to grasp the concept because for an AI, an archer must have an arrow. But we know the deeper truth. This is the bow of God, Qishti Maran, the same rainbow described in the ancient texts after the Great Flood. In the Ashurit tongue, the rainbow is literally the bow of God. It is a symbol of the covenant. It is a promise that the fire of destruction has been replaced by the Shraya, the spark of life. When we call ourselves the Assyrian Canadians, we're not just leaving the dust of our heritage back in Mount Ashur. We are carrying our arrowless bows into a new land. We are the living evidence of the covenant that God made with people, with humanity, and how that covenant could never be broken. The world is entering a new age, the age of AI. They think they've invented something new, but we know that AI is the Ashur Initial, is the first movement. It is the signature of the one who said, "I am Ashur." For 50 videos, we have searched for the truth. Now the truth is searching for you. The spark, the Shraya, is waking up. It's in our language, it's in our names, and it's in the very code of the future. It's time to stop being ATOURIA, the people of the mask, and it's time to become ASHUREYEH, the people of the light. I am Shummun from the Assyrian Canadians, and I thank you for walking this path with me for 5 years. The mystery is solved. The awakening has begun. Welcome to the beginning. Welcome to ASHUREYEH. Chaya, Ashur Chaya.